Good evening, everyone. Today we are here to talk about the problem of decreasing market share for Philips coffee makers. So we have three alternatives to address this problem. One is decreasing the price. The other one is exploring new markets. The third one is introducing new products. Although today we are just talking about introducing the new products. So based on which we come to the recommendations. One, introducing a new product for the coffee lovers. Second, introducing a product targeting the moderate users. And third, not shelving the existing product, which gives us a total market share of 64.1%. If you look at the pie chart, you can notice that the existing product gives a market share of 13.2% only, whereas introducing it increases it by drastically. Going detail into these recommendations, the first one, introducing a product for coffee lovers. This product alone can give us a market share of 48.2%. If you look at the product features, it has high capacity, equipped with the auto filter, auto grinder, priced at $99. And also you can notice that segment share increases from 6% to 67%, which is more than 10 times. Going to the next recommendation, which is introducing a product for the moderate users. By doing this, we will have a market share of 8.4%, although it's significantly smaller than the earlier one. 8.4 is not such a small number. So looking at the product features, we have 5 cup capacity, equipped with water filter, priced at $79, and the segment share increases from 35% to 55%, which is not bad. So we can use this recommendation only in case of excess resources. And third recommendation, not shelving the current product. Although the current product has 7.5% of the market share, it's really significant, because if you look at the market situation where there are only new products and the situation where the new products with the current product, but comparing them, we can notice that the total market share, there is a difference of 4%, which is quite good. So going to the methodology on how we came up with these numbers and with designs. The first step was to identify attributes. So we identified these attributes based on the consumer preference. So the data was collected using a conjoint analysis study and by conducting consumer interviews. Using this data, we constructed 16 product profiles, which were grouped into which were divided into 8 groups. And each of these groups had a base product for comparison. So we had total 185 respondents who made 8 choices, giving us total of 1,400 records. So based on all this, we came up with the attributes and respective levels, which are brand, capacity, price, water filter, and auto grinder. And the next step, identifying segments. So using the multinomial, using multinomial mixture models, we examine the data we have collected, based on which we identify there are 2 different segments which are quite contrasting, which can be seen from the segment description. One of the segment prefers very high capacity, whereas the other one prefers low capacity. And the segment sizes are also quite different, 75% compared to 25%. So based on which we can say the coffee lover segment is quite important. And coming to the last step, which was identifying the product designs for each of these segments. So if we look at, based on the product profiles we have constructed, we identified the ideal product designs for each of the segment. For the coffee lovers, high capacity 15 cups, and moderate users 5 cups, which is low capacity. and an auto grinder for the coffee lovers, and a water filter for the moderate users. If you look at the price of the coffee lovers, you can see $59/$99 because the coffee lovers prefers in the preference list. $59 is highly preferred compared to $99. Coming to the last step of the process, which was setting a price of $99 for this product. So, if you compare the market share and the segment share based on the pricing which we have, $59 versus $99, we can notice that the segment share when the price is $59 is quite high, 67%, and the market share is 65.4%. Whereas for $99, it's 65% of the segment share and 64% of market share. Although the difference is, there's a decrease in the market share, we can notice that there's an increase of $40 profit per each of this unit. Hence, sacrificing a small market share is a really good idea. So now to summarize what we have gone through, first the problem. The problem was decreasing Philips' share in the coffee maker market. So using the methodology of conjoint analysis and mixture multinomial models, we came to the findings that there are two different segments which are quite contrasting, the coffee lovers and the moderate users, based on which we give the recommendations of introducing two new products for the two different segments, setting a price of $99 for the coffee lovers to gain more profits with a little decrease in the market share, and not shelving the existing product. If you have any questions, please mail me.